Season 48, war number 12, and this is the last war of the season, obviously, and win or lose, it doesn't matter, we are going to be finishing Plat 1 in this war, so I don't know exactly if everyone was boosting for this war, but I believe we wanted to push for the win, and you'll see why later, why we really needed to win this one, but either way, I'm going to be doing fights with Emma Frost, Omega Sentinel, and Mr. Negative. Emma has 6 fights, and Negative and Omega Sentinel both have 1, so I am finishing the season on an 8-fight war, which is pretty nice, and Emma gets 6 of these fights, and especially when a lot of the reason for me rank 3ing Emma was to just get one last hurrah for this war season, to make sure I could have as much fun as possible for the second half of the season. This is definitely a big deal to me. I am going to be taking the boss this war, and I do really... I'm very happy that I was able to finish for the 6-fight Emma war, because, again, a lot of the reason that I rank 3'd her was because of this specific tactic, and I wanted to make the last bit of it as fun as possible. So, we are going to be fighting this Chee'ilth first on Path 7, and I feel like I parried like 3 times in this fight when I meant to dash back. I don't know what was going on with my inputs, but I swear every time I parried in this fight, it was not intentional. So that's very annoying. It means I can't hit her for like 8 seconds because of the damage reflect, but the strategy in this fight is just combo her to death with basic attacks. Don't ever throw a special attack, otherwise you kind of just die from damage reflect, so we're not going to do that. And yeah, again, there's another parry that I did not mean to land, so that's annoying, but whatever, it is what it is. So she's just gonna die in that last combo, and that is fight number 1 of the war. Definitely went pretty cleanly, except for those parries they did not mean to parry. And yeah, that's gonna be the first fight. Next up, we're fighting Baron Zemo on node 16, which is largely the exact same strategy, where we are going to be not throwing any special attacks in this fight. I am able to use a... Oh no, I'm not able to use a heavy attack. Okay, just don't knock down. That's literally the only thing we have to do. This time we do have to worry about tactic, because Zemo is a tactic defender, so I do need to make sure I have as much prowess active as possible, not only to increase my own damage, but to just have insurance for indestructibles that he might be gaining from me dexing, or just the timer itself. And I believe the Zemo was pretty special happy in this fight, so that wasn't a big issue. I switched to my telepath form now, so I'm just hitting really hard on basics, which is cool. Back up to 6 prowess, going to go for another combo. 12k medium's nice. The physical resist node doesn't mean too much when we are basically critting all the time. And if I did throw a special attack, then I could bypass it, because Emma bypasses resistances with her special attacks, which is very cool. So we're almost at the end of the fight for this one. He's at 9%, and yeah, just 5-hit combos with Emma's clearly all you need, because that only took a minute. We didn't even throw a special attack. Emma's just so good this meta, it's not even funny. But okay, so this is section 2, path 7. They just did not make a lot of diversity placements or path splitting placements at all for this alliance, because every single defender on path 7 was a skill champ, so I could just run over the entire path with one champ. Was definitely not the best path splitting defense out there, but I'll take it, you know, because we'll take the 4 Emma path fights. So this Hitmonkey is not going to last very long, except for the fact that I do get hit in this fight and nearly die, because Hitmonkey hits like a train when he hits you with a basic attack, and it's very annoying, but I'm trying to get him to throw a special, and then he special intercepts me, because yes, and then I go for an intercept there and mess it up, so this is not going very well at all, but luckily his health pool is so small, so he's gonna die pretty soon. I need to go for a heavy attack, which I will get from this relic. I think I'm going to bait one more special attack, and then he's going to die, so that's going to be that Hitmonkey, and we throw the SB3 with him at 1%, and that's definitely going to finish the job, so it's an easy fight that I just took a hit on, and Hitmonkey punches you very hard, and it was almost very bad, but rank 3 Emma has a decent bit of health, so I'll take it. Okay, now we have Kingpin on node 34, I believe, and this is a pretty easy fight for Emma just because he dies so fast. So I'm going to be going in this without any power backs, I believe, because I didn't really feel I needed them, with just regular boosts actually. And we just kind of get to SP3. If we get double crits, he dies. If we don't, then he's going to die very shortly after. I'm trying to manage my tactic prowess, get them up early, and now that I have 3 of them, he really can't purify ever, so he's not gaining energize ever. So that's really nice. At this point, I just need to get to my SP2, drop it, and hopefully it kills him. 13k mediums are pretty crazy. And at this point, he throws his special 1. I'm going back in to save my prowess. I didn't get the crit on the basic, which is annoying, but let's see. We're going to throw the special with 7 prowess from the tactic and 6 from Emma's kit. And we do not get the crit on the second hit, which would have killed him. Annoying, but it's not that big a deal. We are going to throw an SP1 to kill him, I believe. I'm going to bait 1 more special attack, and then he's going to be dead. So Emma just takes this fight with a lot of ease. Like, it's not that hard. But then again, Emma just destroys, like, the entire skill pool this meta. Like, Killmonger is one of the only ones she struggles with, and then I've still taken Killmongers with her this season, so yeah, she's just kind of busted with this tactic, and it's going to be I'm going to miss the tactic when it's gone, because I do genuinely like the tactic, and especially Emma's interaction with it was just one of my favorite things ever. So this Sasquatch, I'm going to speed this fight up. I've taken this fight countless times. It's not going to go exactly how I want it to, because I wasted my light energy early by stacking up too many, so now I'm going to have to wait for my dark energy to fall off and then restart. But I died to this fight this season, but I'm not going to do it again for this war. I am going to solo this fight. It's just going to take a very long time, because it takes 2 SP3s, and then I have to throw a few SP1s ahead of time just to ramp myself up. So we're going to go for the SP3 pretty soon. I need to get to 3 bars of power real quick, and then he throws a special attack. I throw my heavy attack, and then we have 20 dark energy, ebb and flow, knockdown, fury, and a personal fury. So he goes from 70 all the way down to 28, and we're going to need a second SP3 just because of that healing kicking in, and we can't really get petrifies because 1, that doesn't matter against Sasquatch, and 2, right back at it. So, well, I guess it does matter. It does shut off the healing. It just can't reverse it, so. Anyway, we're going to be getting to an SP3 pretty soon. I need him to throw his special attack, so I actually wasted all my energy because I was trying to bait the special attack and I just couldn't get there in time. So it's annoying. I just have to ramp up a few parries, go for an evade, and then a heavy counter, and then he's going to die. So that's 38 Sasquatch. Got the solo there. Didn't die to it again. That's really nice. Barely killed him too. I had like just enough dark energy to finish the job. So next up, we have a rank 3 Elsa Bloodstone on node 41, and this is a fight where you get to SP2, and if you get double crits, she is dead. Otherwise, you don't have to do that much after. You're hitting so hard anyway, so activate all the power backs and stuff, because I'm not going to need any other power backs this war for any other classes. We're going to get my tactic prowess early, go for a parry heavy, 27k heavy attack, another 27k heavy attack, and let's see. I'm pretty sure I push her to SP2 later in this fight, meaning I do need to watch out for bubble shield at that point. And then there's gonna be a weird interaction that I didn't expect once we do push her to an SP2 that I do need to talk about, which was pretty cool actually. I throw my SP2, I don't get the second hit to crit, and here I blocked some and then was like, oh, I have to dex because she's gonna throw an unblockable bullet. But I didn't actually have to, because the concussion that Emma placed shut off some of the bubble shield fractures to apply to me. So I actually could have blocked that entire special attack, and I didn't need to dash back at the end and lose my Horseman Unstoppable. I'm lucky I did have that Horseman Unstoppable. It would have been quite annoying if I didn't, but it didn't matter. The fight went down with me at like 90% health to finish, so I will definitely take that. And we're going to be fighting this Domino on node 45 next with a Mega Sentinel. I do have an Odin pre-fight, which I probably could still do it without it, but I definitely would much prefer to have it, because It means I don't have to worry about hazard shift, don't have to back up at all, because hazard shift is especially annoying when you do not have willpower, at least, because, you know, you get one debuff and willpower carries most of it, but you get like multiple debuffs and then you have despair kicking in, and it's very annoying. So in this fight I am going to be going for an SP3 just to make managing Conflictor easier. I don't throw an SP2. I don't play very well with her evades. Like, I never finish my combos when she has Lucky up, but I definitely should have been more careful when she does have Lucky up, even if I'm not finishing my combo. So something to improve for the future. Like, I'm pretty sure I just keep comboing instead of slow comboing like I should be. So I'm going to go for a Conflictor trigger there, Relic into a heavy attack, which is going to make my debuffs pause as soon as I inflict them. And then we're going to get 6 Incinerates from this attack, and then we're just going to keep them paused for the rest of the fight, and then tick Domino down with that. So they are doing over 5k damage per second, which is cool. And then a Mega Sentinel, again, has the highest basic attack, or at least like top 3 base attack damages in the game, so my basics do definitely not hit too badly. And then, yeah, this Domino is basically melting. Rank 3 Domino, doesn't matter. Rank 5 Ascended Mega Sentinel is going to work out just fine. So the fight's going to be over in just a second, and we're going to finish with the SP1. So that was a very nice fight, and one more fight of the war, one more fight of my season, and then I am going to be taking a break from war because I have some IRL things that are going to be getting in the way of me competing for some of next season, so I will be sitting out at least part of next season. I'll see if I can get back into my alliance mid-season if I can help it, but I know I'm going to be missing Wars 4 and 5, so I won't be competing early on. Hopefully I can join later. That'd be great. So it'll be the last war video I have for a while, and we're going to finish it off with a Bullseye boss with Emma Frost. This is basically the perfect way to finish off my season with a champion that I rank 3'd almost specifically for the tactic. And we're going to get the final boss solo if we can. We're going to see. Because I ate part of his SP1 once again, and I did that the last time I fought this boss. I don't know why I'm so bad at not getting hit by that, but yeah, that happened again. We get another 120k crit. And here I'm going to do something incredibly stupid. I'm going to block his SP2, which means I'm going to get stunned, because I completely forgot that that stuns you through the block. So now I'm taking a combo. Luckily, he only 3-8 comboed me, and I'm not critting on my basic attacks, so I'm going to throw my special 2. We get a crit, and we do not get a second crit. That's okay. Block his SP1, don't get hit by it again, and we're going to get a nice intercept there. This SP2 is going to finish the job, so I played that so badly, but Emma's just too good, so it doesn't matter. And that's my season. That is the end of my season with a Bullseye boss that I finished off with Emma Frost. Really, really happy with how that went, even though I did not play the fight very well. We got the solo, and that is my war season. Season 49 is over, and it has been my best season ever, by far. Like, I played out of my mind this season. I'm very proud of myself, and we did lose the war, which is a big deal because even though we didn't lose Platinum 1, that means we did fall into Tier 2 war, so it's going to be very difficult to build back up at the start of the next season because Tier 2 is much harder to work with than Tier 1, but that means we finished the season with 5-7 record. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. And here's the end of season stats. I only had 3 deaths this season, and I took 90 fights, which was the highest in my entire alliance. I died to Serpent on 43, Killmonger on 49, and Sasquatch on 38. All of them probably could have been avoided. Maybe the Serpent one couldn't have, because it was somewhat of an unideal matchup. So, but I shouldn't have died to Killmonger, I shouldn't have died to Sasquatch. Very unfortunate deaths there, but my most used champs this season were Claire with 35 fights and Emma with 29 fights. They carried my roster for sure, and Negative and Elsa both with 8 tied for 3rd place. My solo rates and fight to death were both the exact same at 96.67. I'm extremely proud of that. And I didn't die to a boss. I never died to a path fight. I only died to mini bosses, which I'm very proud of. And then my tactic solo rate and my non-tactic solo rate were relatively the same. So yeah, that's my stats for the season. I'm so proud of what I've accomplished this season, and so glad I got to do it with that rank 3 Emma Frost, because holy crap, she was so fun to use this season. And I look forward to seeing what I can do with her in other pieces of content with this saga being gone next month. We'll see what I can whip up, but it was a very fun while it lasted to be able to do so much crazy stuff with her. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.